Hey, welcome to a very good morning now on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Another great morning edition on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I've been in terms of the analysis now. For you, a lot of things are about breaking news from the last few hours or transfer market cinema. I see when you didn't come on on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Again, we're new to the channel and then welcome to best in terms of football analysis channel there has on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. You didn't come on about every club, Barca, Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Inter, everybody. We have the conversations that we're on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the channel, not any notification 10 and no choose all send anytime we are content ever drop it. We are first to have it on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Again, it's all your investors, so go to the description of the video below. Description of the video below. Okay, description of the video below now. Who say any codes in your 5 separate codes and you're putting it together and then they get them out. So pick up the codes for your Betway happening and then go and win something. Don't say I didn't tell you. And man make us aware. It's just in the description of the video below. And I say go to any social media handle of Fiifi-Manfred. You'll find the codes over there. No alpha code to know what you're saying about Bidibia, Ebaya, come pa. Very important. So by my Akui Ediama. And Rana Joe. Some things that went on, because share Vinicius Jr. Documentary now, Netflix for a year man. I think when it came out, this is the first time I'm watching. Apart from that, I saw a couple of other football documentaries. I mean, really interesting. I'm going for the Ebedi Man Hong Kong, of course, and then the big one, and they say tonight the Italian Serie A be decided. Simeone Inzaghi and Antonio Conte. And then one of them is going to be Scudetto champion. Ebe Antonio Conte and I say Simeone Inzaghi. Nobody knows. What we know, and they say on the Italian Serie A table, what we realize is that Inter for 1 point behind Napoli. Napoli for its nephew Alba against Cagliari, and Inter for a way to go and play against Como. I think say it will be at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. In a game like this, very tough game, in a game stakes near high, game that can win a lot of things now. Charlie, I think that's a very difficult set Cagliari for beating upset Napoli for them. So and then what your coach name, I think that Napoli will be able to win over and they are going to be the champions of the Italian Serie A. I mean, I just cannot fathom see a Italian Serie A and then now Antonio Conte and Rantier won't to be able to win the Italian Serie A. I think say maybe slightly I mean very difficult to see. Say Bibisa I think the assistants now Antonio Conte and Rantier or Barca for Iguso on contract extension. That is the plan for them. Say all of our important players in here will extend the contract. 2 days ago, it was Hansi Rita Flip to 2028, Rafinha, and 2028, and Rafinha, and then they ran in the banner, Omuko Barca training facilities, or Omuko Dinkomo, and they signed the contract for himself. Abrantia, your friend, Rafinha, A-Steve to 2028. Ocean Komona, right after that, Jorge Mendes, the agent of Abrantia friend Lamine Yamal, Omuko create meeting. At a restaurant in Barcelona. After the meeting, Jorge Mendes went to meet Juan Laporta and the Comona. The plan is that they will understand on a Lamine Yamal and in the family share, they will understand Omana was okay, saying I make a come on, make a crazy amount, saying they become salary, saying they say, we okay at that. And what we are hearing from Barcelona, they say Lamine Yamal be the highest paid player our Barca team, and that is huge for a boy who is just about turning 18. The contract is going to be there. Lamine will sign it when he's 18 years of age, and then okay in front of Mundo Deportivo. Almost say, Hansi Flick has signed the contract extension. Lamine, Rafinha signed it there in front of Mundo Deportivo. No matter Lamine, talking about Lamine now, saying say Rafinha signed it there, then Lamine now in front of Sport. Almost say Mercedo. Talking about the fact that well deserved for Brantia, a friend of Rafinha, for the contract extension that he has gotten from the team at your friend FC Barcelona. I think that, of course, my brand friend Rafinha deserves this season literally the most important player for Barcelona, in my opinion. I don't think say a brand friend Rafinha. I think say a brand your friend Rafinha. I think Rafinha. I think Rafinha is the most important person for team my friend FC Barcelona, and this season he has showed it, and getting that contract extension and your well deserved, and you give him a lot of credit for Saturday that Akoso area Brantia, your friend Lamine, Brantia friend Rafinha, and of course the next one about Brantia, your friend Lamine. So it's incoming, it's going to happen. Madrid for as it stands now are still giving a lot of tributes to Brantia, your friend Luka Modric, all through the team, and even I've said several times the Club World Cup, remember Luka Modric, a last opportunity to win another trophy with Real Madrid, but already the club's most decorated player in history. Not even Cristiano Ronaldo, not even Cristiano Ronaldo, and a base not even Ronaldo proper phenomenal, and Nubia, not Zinedine Zidane, not Raul Gonzalez, nobody, but Luka Modric, and the most decorated player. I would see my friend FC Real Madrid. And now, 2 days ago, and then rain, a bunch of friends, Xabi Alonso, PM, over the Barbers, was starting to say all your meetings with Carlo Ancelotti, the video Ancelotti, more planning the physical condition of the players for next season. Or no, they understand the physical condition. But Madrid for now are also keeping a branch friend Antonio Pinto, Papa friend Antonio Pinto. So they will understand and plan, work together to get a Madrid players fit. The coach is already preparing for the Club World Cup, and his first action was to call Carlo and David Ancelotti to understand how he wants to do things. And that is exactly what Xabi Alonso tries to do. Xabi Alonso has already spoken to Carlo and David Ancelotti. They discussed how to re-energize the players and start from scratch after a difficult campaign. That is something that's very, very good. Ancelotti, presenting as the new Brazil manager in Rio de Janeiro on Monday, after this weekend being the last La Liga weekend. Ancelotti Ekochi El de Santiago Bernabéu, we are on Luka Modric, farewell. After that, Ancelotti will fly to Brazil, or Brazil, and they will present him as the new Brazil manager El Rio de Janeiro, or the capital of Team FC Brazil. That's going to be a very, very good one for him. Real Madrid accepted their mistake in not replacing Toni Kroos with a midfield even more imbalance after not renewing Modric as well. The club will sign a new midfielder. That is exactly what Madrid want to plan on. And Rami Kacho said Chelsea for na catch Madrid for say Omason Omafufra if they want any midfielder, and Enzo Fernandez. Makacho said Chelsea I clear said they won't sell a branch of Enzo Fernandez. Omakacho said projects no more. The most important player is Enzo Fernandez. Now, I'm building a team that's heavy possession-based team. I'm say, according to Todd Bowley, the most important thing that they did in keeping our players together is in trying to make sure some more on a long-term contract. For them, it's Ruby and to say Eden Hazard, I kind of 1 year per Honma. Then after that, Madrid for the buy, Madrid for the buy. Now they couldn't do anything about it. Now as it stands now, a very, very good hold. A very, very good hold on the contract of Abrantia, your friend Enzo Fernandez. And there is no way they are going to let Enzo Fernandez go away. Not at all. It's not possible. So for them, they are going to keep Enzo Fernandez there for Fernandez to do his job. And transfer markets now could be Enzo Fernandez home command. You realize that as it stands now, Enzo Fernandez, the contract, how long he's going to be there. 24 years, Enzo Fernandez, Argentine international. Enzo Fernandez, in terms of the contract and the appearance for Chelsea Football Club over there. If you go to transfer market, it's clear. Omar was a clubs interested in Real Madrid over there. Or Chelsea to 121 million euros. Chelsea would definitely sell for more than 121 million euros. The full name is Enzo Jeremiah Fernandez, January 17, 2001, 24 years, San Martin, Buenos Aires, Argentina, near one midfielder, central midfielder, right-footed player. The contract signing in 2023. The contract may expire 30th June 2032. Almost 10 years. I can't be or 2025 is here. I can't be 7 years. Answer the Enzo Fernandez contract. 90. Todd Bowley said the best thing that they could do was to give Enzo Fernandez and also players very important, a very, very long-term contract. Into more long-term contracts, then they know say technically on the negotiation table, or more the higher bargain. Into convince player so they have been clear again. Tactically, Joe Schultz more, Wayne Stanley more, any Schultz, Wayne Stanley, any Stewart more. On a conversation in say they are building a heavy laden possession team. Team may be depending so much on possession, and one of the world's best passer of the ball here, Enzo Fernandez. So to them, they are not going to sell Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid because what do you see me about? What do you lap about? What do all of these players about they are? Then the players would have to create for them. Somebody would have to create for them. So how do you take the best passer of the ball out of the lot? Now, after the Ombo in a team that cannot pass the ball as much, that can't create as much. Because and then also in the list of Premier League teams who created the most chances by Chelsea, and then that's second after Liverpool because of the creative ability of Enzo Fernandez, Monaco, Palma. These are very, very important. Metrics in terms of getting the best players. In Madrid, yes, everybody understands that they need a midfielder, they need replacement for Cruz, they need replacement for Luka Modric, which is fine. But maybe there's some players somewhere, say Rooney, Califati, Ekoko scouted, then they can bring into team a friend Real Madrid. But as it stands now, there, Chelsea for one say, Omonyo Madrid, they have not made up their mind. Say Abrantia, your friend Enzo Fernandez, no, Omo Baba Betono, and they are Real Madrid, even for 200 million pounds, no, it's not going to be possible. We are hearing say from Madrid, Rahul rejected multiple offers from different clubs. Not all one person could wait Madrid and Jumano, but it didn't come. And our friend Raul Gonzalez moving on from team friend FC Real Madrid. Were free, even the junior team, no, we're moving on. Say, Okwakoye, Ninyoma, Victor Osimhen, there are reports that are coming and they say, Saudi Arabia for Egypt. Says they'll be able to get a brand here friend of Victor Osimhen, and things are going to be good for them. I'm say, so what Victor Osimhen can provide, maybe in terms of the salary, stuff like that. No club in Europe will be willing to pay that amount of money. And Al Hilal for I say they are the most concrete option for our brand friend Victor Osimhen. Talks are ongoing, and the striker is keen to join, just like last season. What Osimhen will do, and they say, Obeto Boase, he will look at it, Obama club team in Alba. Then, right until the death at the end of the season, Osimhen will do the analysis and choose the club or no, or person I don't think that he will rush into any decision making. I think that it's going to be a patient one. Of course, last week Chelsea for contacted Ajax Amsterdam for centre back a friend Jarrell Hato. Now, I'm contacting Jarrell Hato. I'm going to come up preliminarily. Now, the plan is to go back to Jarrell Hato next week and then move on to the next step of the conversation for him to become another player or Chelsea centre back area one and a Newcastle one. So, a room Amsterdam. I'm starting so many Abrantia friend Jarrell Hato. He didn't come up. I'm also being interested in Abrantia friend Jarrell Hato over there, and they are seeing they will be able to get Abrantia friend Jarrell Hato from Chelsea. And also, that they'll see, they will try their possible best to try and get him. And now, remember, catch up said, so Chelsea, the reporter on the data team at the Barbontia, what we are hearing is that Abrantia friend of Benjamin Sesko and Hugo Ekitike, and then at the top of the pile in terms of who Chelsea will go for. TDA data team, they use data, the analysis, and Chelsea said that's the final decision. I told you yesterday again, said in football, any analytics, any player purchasing, you don't just use data. Neither do you just use only the eye test. We use both things in conjunction with each other. And the data team, look at your analysis, and this is reports from Party. So this is a Party, a very, very good source for me. Every time they are want me information about anything, usually spot on. A Party, because a data team, look at your analysis, no mobile. On the Hugo Ekitike, any advantage a friend of Benjamin Sesko. On what did he say, Benjamin Sesko, silly nation and Nisro Sani bonus on a little too high, really close near 80 million Leipzig are open to offer other payment structures. This would allow direct negotiations, could lead to a higher rate. So we were said 80 million direct or if you have to support, we have to ask, we have to have what is going to happen is a Leipzig for if you are not more. That is what Leipzig for I imagine said almost per se in terms of Abrantia, a friend Benjamin Sesko. PSG remain interested in Benfica for centre back, a friend Thomas Arau. Of course, Chelsea. Any Liverpool see a part of the players that want Abrantia friend Thomas Arau. Chelsea for centre back. It's an important one for them. Say Omobabe making sure so many Abrantia friend Thomas Arau. He's very, very important for everything. Team a friend of Paris, team a friend of Benfica, and Chelsea more centre back. PSG for some another depth in centre back area more, which is a very, very good one. Of course, there be a lot of players on Chelsea won't come over. One player that's already sorted, you need to join Chelsea and manager in the Brazilian Premier League. Final game for Abrantia friend Estevao Willian Fiifi for the Brazilian team. Charlie, it was something else. It was so much for Abrantia friend Estevao Willian. And now, so far score, who scored? I mean, everybody, flash score winner rated Estevao Willian 9.9. 9.9, you know, rating Abrantia friend Estevao Willian. 9.9, you know, rating Abrantia, your friend Estevao Willian. And on the picture, I got one on the data and go on. Also, because Chelsea, because Chelsea says, Estevao, are you free on Sunday? Say, Estevao, my boy, or because it's my friend Nottingham Forest. Now, Estevao versus Sierra, 18 years old boy. When you're the man of the match, when you're 2 goals, 5 key passes, 1 penalty won, 3/4 ground duels won, 100% aerial duels won, 1 out of 2 successful long balls, 92% pass accuracy, 4/11 successful crosses, 1 big chance. I think that for me, the biggest attribute of Estevao Willian, away from the creative ability in any signing man, the passing strength of Abrantia friend Estevao Willian. I mean, literally, the passes in crisp. Every pass goes to find its opponent. Every pass goes to find somebody. And one of the best things I've seen about a young boy since the time I started following him, and since the Chelsea for years, someone the name I think that Estevao Willian, a big player in the making for Chelsea for them, and that is why they want him. And now all over Brazil, everybody's talking about him. Everybody's talking about him. And obviously, does he think he can recreate all of this outstanding performance in Chelsea, the atmosphere in England, beaming? I think it's a big thing. That Estevao Willian, ne papa, ne mame. I mean, the family of Estevao, what they will do is that they will try and prep him for England on board, because like we all have been saying, it's not going to be easy for Estevao if he goes to England. But definitely the talent is there. Looks like a top player. And now crown ball left wing, one more right wing, or boy, left wing. Now who dictates the pace of the game? No triple left wing, rim, no tiny, no buff forward. Now Charlie, maybe Chelsea have their own Lamine Yamal on their hands. Maybe one Shaniana boy, in the next few months we'll be sitting here, we'll be talking about how exceptional the boy has been, or how super the boy has been, because I mean, Abrantia or too much. He is super. Premier League for have started doing the preview for Chelsea and Nottingham Forest match. I want to say Chelsea bought games, not so possession 65% or more. More we need just I think Chelsea have only won 2 of the 7 games where they've had 65% or more. Chelsea have 11th best away form, not good enough. For several reasons, Chelsea a win away from Chelsea will be asset and then likely. Say Anthony Taylor and a better referee for his 5th Chelsea match of the season. The others were away games at Fulham, Tottenham, and Bournemouth over there for themselves, as well as Manchester City at the bridge on the opening day. Anthony Taylor, Bejina Fiifi-Manfred, no idea Jumano, and the match Chelsea no at 2 a.m. As a center referee. Moises Caicedo, if selected, the Chelsea player about the most matches this season. Palmer has had 125 shots. With that combined with his chances created 212, the most shots and chances created in the Blues since Didier Drogba 2010-2011. season. Of course, Cole Palmer is super. Cole has created 87 chances in the Premier League this season, the most by a Chelsea player since Mason Mount. Cole Palmer has been super for Chelsea for him, and he will need another big performance by El City ground over the weekend. Chelsea are on course to have the youngest average starting 11 Premier League in. Chelsea have only lost our final game in 2 of the last 13 Premier League seasons, won 8, drawn 3. Those defeats coming at Newcastle 2017-2018 and Aston Villa 2020-2021. The first one came 2017-2018, and then 3 years later, that also came to happen. I mean, as it stands now, the Chelsea for are pushing. They are pushing. Say BBI come. Chelsea have lost one of their last 12 games against Nottingham Forest in all competition. Won 8, drawn 3. With that defeat coming at Stamford Bridge last season, 1-0, of course. Last season, Taiwo winning and by we break here a lot of hearts now. Very important. Emotions aside, I don't blame pundits for writing us off in the top 5 race. I've said it several times. Chelsea away record has been terrible in 2025. Chelsea in a big away game at Newcastle, almost crumpled under pressure, went down to 10 men, crumpled under pressure. Chelsea haven't given enough for people to back them. However, I see this game as an important game, not just this for this season, but for next season as well. If Chelsea are called on also to make to impact the mentality of Chelsea boys now and then grow them immensely heading into next season. It's going to be a mental, physical, and tactical battle on Sunday. Chelsea need to show that they are ready for the pressure of games and shut all the doubters up. We'll see. I say if Chelsea can go away from there and then go and get a job done. And despite not having complete skill set to operate in between the lines, Kukurea is useful as an Ramatan role because of his ability and his time rounds now. Of course, Kuku has been super important over there. Abranchev and Romeo Lavia, I think, will be massively important over the weekend for Team Manfred and Chelsea Football Club. I mean, Chelsea need a win. Enzo Maresca, we didn't come out about Enzo Fernandez. Enzo is the main player for us. He is one of the leaders. He's been very good. He can be even better next season. Nothing to say about the situation. He is focused on us. Yes, he's staying, according to my friend is saying. Enzo Maresca, I'll say Enzo Fernandez didn't come on. So it's not normal or correct. The schedule. People can say they earn lots of money. It's about health and then protection of players. No one cares about the player warfare with a schedule. If they are tired, they won't play. We will manage that. It's not normal, the amount of games they play. Maresca will say it's something for me probably that we have to analyze. The difference in home and away form. We played some games away that we didn't deserve to lose or draw, for sure. If we struggle away, there is a reason why. I don't think it's a mental problem. Enzo Maresca said the players know, they are aware it's an important game, the most important one over there. The pressure, when you join Chelsea, you feel the pressure from day one. You don't need the games to feel the pressure. It's the club that you need to win games. We won many games this season, but we probably need one more, the most important one. Maresca, I'm concerned about Colin Musno. I say he's a Forest player. I have no doubt that he will try to be the best for his team. We just have to focus on our squad and on our game. Enzo Maresca say we are quite lucky if we win, we do our job. We don't need to pay attention to other results. If we are not winning, we have to pay attention. We have the privilege that it depends on us over there. So it shows off how difficult the Premier League is. I mean, a lot of the things about this. James, say he's okay. He has his own program. We said already that we try to protect him, so we are managing him. Very important. Of course, guys, we'll see how things turn out. Until then, we'll take care. Bye bye.